This will be the cold start portion of my video on my 1960 Corvette fuel injected car. So contrary to popular belief, you don't pump these cars. All you do is you move that once. That sets the choke. Charging, car makes great oil pressure. Here's a quick walk around video of our 60 Corvette. Show you just some of the surface defects that there are. You can see, there's some touch-ups. You can see some minor pitting in the chrome, and then just some tarnishing. These here oftentimes, these are pitted. I feel the tops of the fenders from the spears over have been painted. There's some paint work there. The mirror. The door posts, or the window posts, you can see most of the paint on the back of the car I feel is original. I will make note though, at Bloomington Gold, they felt the car was cleared at one point in time. And I guess to know these old Corvettes is to know that they oftentimes back in the 70s and the 80s, my experience has been it was very popular to clear coat to protect the paint and also to help with any blends. A little something in here. Naturally, there's that scratch, presumably from putting the hard top on and off. There. a little bit of pitting here in the door post. They're better than many I've seen. You know, again, in here, dingers in the stainless trim. Scratches in the cowl vent. Dash pad's really nice in the car. It is a replacement dash pad. Of course, if you look at the judging sheets carefully, you'll see that that is noted. Typical cracks in the steering wheel. Most every original wheel in these cars suffer that fate. And then in the seats, you know, there's just that right there. I just love these old oil change stickers. Of course, you can see in the photo gallery all the images that I took from when I had done the mechanical rebuild on it. So this is the original fuel injection unit, obviously, as well as the original engine, transmission, other items, the generator, starter, distributor, etc., etc., etc. Get the camera loaded up, and we'll take the car for a ride. Thank you very much. Do the drive portion of the video here on our 60 Corvette. This is a born with original matching numbers example. Engine, transmission, rear end, all the secondary components like the distributor, the generator, voltage regulator, starter, water pump. Lots of original paint on the car, unhit body. I bought this car in February of 2026 this year, and I had chased this car since June of last year. And since I purchased it, I had done a mechanical refurbishment on the car, so I rebuilt the engine, the transmission, fuel injection unit, starter, fuel pump. I wanted a really original driver, and this car here, this has been a preservation project for me. As you look through the gallery, you know, all the original crayon marks, remains of the stencil, pencil marks, they're all there. A lot of the original paint on the engine survived, as well as the crayon marks. You'll see that in the gallery, and it just, the car really turned out to be a tremendous car, and also in the process, just a phenomenal running, and it was the nicest driving C1 I've had yet. should. You know, you want, you know, no double clutching. Doesn't pop out of second gear. A fellow by the name of Tom Ambrose, he rebuilt the transmission for me, and that's what he specializes in. It's the old Borg Warner T10s. Diamondback radial, Auburn radial tires on it. They still have the squared off edges to emulate bias ply tires, and it drives just wonderful. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me over the wind noise, because this car is just far too enjoyable to drive without having the top down. Drive straight, brake straight. It's everything one of these cars should do. And it's a hoot. First time I went through the gears, those are 6,000 RPM volts. So you can see this car makes power. It's kind of silly for a little 283. This thing hauls the mail. The engine was dynoed at 340 horsepower. The dyno sheet is in the gallery. Fuel injection unit, I sent that to a fellow that I've befriended, Brian Satasia. He's here in Wisconsin. He has a company called Ramjets and Run. I'll put the link to his website in the comments. So if you got any questions, something I missed, feel free to reach out. Phone number is 715-385-3700. Or you can email me, tim@bouldermotorcar.com. I appreciate your interest.